In this video, we're going to be giving you an overview of our white label services, very generic from what is white labeling, why partner with us, some of the overall basics of our program, just to kind of get you acquainted with what we're offering to the North American marketplace. So the first question you may have is, what exactly is white labeling if you're not familiar with it? It's a very simple process. A lot of agencies do it. A good chunk of business that kind of flows through agency is already on a white label model, but it's usually on a case-by-case scenario. We are one of the only companies that offers white label as a full service solution, where that's our primary core of our business. Now, white labeling is simply when a partner firm, in this case it would be us, works directly on behalf of a reseller, which in this case would be you, appearing to the outside world to be just another department of your company. In other words, we are going to be fulfilling the work on your behalf to your customers, and the customers will not know that there is another agency that's involved in the fulfillment process. This means that your clients are always your clients, 100%. You manage the contracts and billings for your client. We just simply bill you for the service, and you bill your customers for the service that you're presenting, including whatever markups. Your sales representative maintains a client relationship. This is a very important piece of maintaining a proper white label solution, is that sometimes agencies or companies do have concerns that a relationship may be lost when introducing new companies. But because it is white label and a client doesn't know that we are a third-party agency, that relationship is always maintained with your business. So why partner with us? Why offer white label services? Well, the first thing and most simplest answer is you get to increase your portfolio of services. Nowadays, customers are looking for a one-stop shop solution where they can go to one place and cater to quite a few variety of services. And by that, they're looking to simplify the process for them so they don't have to deal with so many companies. And also at the same time, customers are looking for a better deal when they're dealing with one agency for multiple number of services. So simplicity stakes, financial stakes, and now you can provide that same level of service without having to hire your own staff, which means that reduces overheads for outsourcing. You don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to pay employee source deductions, benefits, additional space and overheads. All that gets covered simply through our program, so you don't have to deal with any of those overhead costs. By offering new services, you're also creating new revenue streams that you were not bringing in before. All the services are obviously backed by a solid marketing agency, over 9 years of experience, doing this full-time on a day-to-day basis. So this isn't something new that we're offering. This is something that we've already been well established in the North American marketplace and providing services for over 9 years. We are a Canadian owned and operated business, so we are local. Our offices are not overseas somewhere. Our main office is in Toronto, Canada. This is where we operate out of. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can always contact us and reach out to local Canadians working with the North American marketplace. Maintain your brand and client relationship. So as I discussed in the previous slide a few moments ago, that with white labeling, you're maintaining that relationship. We are fully set up to ensure that all of our fulfillment services are provided to your clients without them realizing that there is a third-party agency involved. Unlike some other agencies that may provide white label services, we are one of the only ones, if not the only one, that offers complimentary sales support. And what we mean by complimentary sales support is, instead of giving you some standard sell sheets and charging you for training sessions, all of our sales support is complimentary to all of our resellers or our channel partners. We do have a dedicated phone and email support between Monday and Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, excluding, of course, holidays and weekends. We provide product training in the form of webinars, sales sheets, one-on-one training sessions, etc. We're always available to answer general questions and consultations with regards to the products. We can have conference call with your prospect. So if you're having a little difficulty, or if it's a little bit new when it comes down to selling these services, we can of course hop on a call. You can schedule our team to be available to answer any questions that your customers may have live to help you in order to close those sales. We also provide white label marketing material. This will help, especially with a company such as yourselves, to have the material available already pre-designed to help you sell. Now, of course, you can always take that and rebrand it. You can add additional information to it, but the resource of white label marketing materials is going to be available to all of our channel partners. Our reseller or channel partner services, we do have 4 different levels of services when it comes to white label. We've kind of grouped them into 4 different buckets. We have the entrepreneur level, the plus level, the premium level, and the elite level. And the main differences between them is the level of white label services support that we provide complementary to the services. So as a channel partner brings in more and more sales, that gives us a little bit more margins and overhead room in order to provide more white label services in how we service your customers. So at the entrepreneur level, this is typically someone that may be an individual, a marketing professional that may bring in a sale here or there, and you're looking at an average revenue of less than $1,000 per month. In this type of instances, to set up custom emails and so forth, the amount of overhead isn't there. The overhead is going to be a little bit too great for us to provide those services. So at this level, we simply work with you and you deal with your customer. So you become the liaison. Now we can be, of course, available on phone calls, but we won't be dealing with your customer directly over emails, and they won't be reaching out to us directly. At the plus level, these are partners that typically bring in about $1,000 to $5,000 per month, maybe about 5 to 15 customers on average. In this type of bucket, we provide email support, so clients can reach out to us directly through a direct email address. It would be associated with your domain name. Now, how that works is that we would allow your agency, or we would advise your agency to create an email address, as an example, support at, and that would be associated with our own email system. We would attach your signature, so that way whenever we email out or your customers reach out to us, that brand is maintained. With a premium level, these are customers that bring in between $5,000 to $15,000 a month. Now at this level, we can also afford to do inbound phone support for your customers. So if at any point in time you don't want to deal with the customers and you'd rather have them deal directly with us, they can reach out to us not only by email but also by phone as well. Same thing, 9:30 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a dedicated white labeled phone number that you can forward all the calls over to. You can attach it to your phone system as well as an option. For example, press 3 for support and it reaches out to our system. And that is definitely going to be available for all of our premium level partners. Once you're elite, that's for customers that bring in over $15,000 per month. At this level, you get pretty much everything in the premium plus a dedicated custom phone number. So in this case, instead of forwarding to a general number, we will have a dedicated toll-free number specifically for support for your customers, not shared with anybody else. And the system would be automatically pre-designed to say your brand when somebody calls in, as opposed to a generic message. Custom support emails, we'll be doing custom department emails instead of just one generic email. We'll also be doing sales contests with your team, quarterly training sessions, a little bit more in-depth. So a lot more training is going to be available one-on-one with your team at the elite level. And with the sales contests, we love running contests, and if you have a larger sales team, we love to put money and financial backing into this, and we run contests on a yearly basis, sometimes even on a quarterly basis with some of our elite partners, where we might give away TVs, raffle prizes, cash prizes to top sales and so forth. And this is definitely to help you influence sales within your organization with your team, and all the prizes and financial giveaways would come from us directly. So that's kind of the overview level of our white label services. If you have any questions or concerns or any additional information that you'd like to hear about, you can always contact us at any time.